Welcome back, my beautiful people. So today I'm going to show you how I trim my beard so that it looks as full as possible. I didn't start getting facial hair until probably like 2 or 3 years into tea, and then most of it wasn't even worth keeping. But I did shave like every other day just so that it would grow in as much as possible. I tried those the beard growth pills and the oils and the face serums, but you're supposed to use those like consistently, and I couldn't consistently use them because it would just break out my whole like beard line. I would just get pimples and ingrown hairs, and it just made my skin really oily and gross. So I didn't ever really use them. I just used them to make myself feel better, I guess, because I wasn't consistent with it. And I just got this thing for Christmas, and I use it on this like bald spot down here, but I don't know if it's actually doing anything. But lately I've been using this like this before I shave, so that like after I shave I don't have stubble where I shaved. But most of the time you can't even tell that I have a bald spot right there because I keep the front right here pretty long. And usually I'll like trim it to a 4 because that's the longest that I have. And I'll just trim the whole thing to a 4. I'm gonna make a friggin' mess right now. Whatever. Let's do this. So I just try and hit it in like every direction so that they all end up being the same length, and it's not like I have some long pieces and some not. Looks pretty decent. And then I'll come through and hit it with the 3, not the front. I'm gonna hit the sides so that it kind of fades in. So like right here is where we're aiming for like a 3. That looks pretty good. Alright. And then I'm gonna finish it off with a 2. And that's mainly because like I get a haircut, so my hair grows to like almost a 2. When it's outgrown, it grows more than that. But I try and only do like the sideburns right here. It's really fluffy and I don't like it, so I'll cut that and up. It gets really hard because I have this tattoo right here, so it looks like I cut too much on this side, but really the tattoo just makes it look like I have more hair on that side. And then I'm gonna just hit this because the 2 is like the smallest one that I have. And I've never cut it to a 1, and I'm afraid that if I cut it to a 1 it's gonna look weird, so. Alright. So after you trim it, then you want to shape it so that it doesn't look like super patchy. Like I'm growing, my hair is slowly growing in, like up on my cheeks, but it's still really patchy. So I usually just cut at that and kind of like square out my jaw and cut everything that looks too patchy, you know. And then I'll line up my mustache and I'll line up this goatee because I get like 3 little hairs that like to make this look not centered to my face. Thing's about to die. Alright. So, that's what we got. Made a mess for you guys. But now that, like, my hair is actually growing, I have to shave, like, every 2 to 3 days, or it looks really grown out, and I look kind of dirty because it's not fully there. So I trim this pretty often. And I used to have a straight razor, but I don't know what completely happened to it. I lost it. Or threw it away, probably. But on the edge of these, there's a straight razor. I don't know if a lot of them have it, but I think a majority of them have it. So I'll take some shaving cream. And I'll kind of line it like that. That's how I'm going to cut it. And then down here, you want to just make your line wherever you want your line to stop. Put a little too much. And that's the water pump. It's super loud. Okay. So now we all got that all figured out. Boom, done. Do this before you shower. It's easier. Okay. Here we go. The straight razor actually is a lot easier to cut this line straighter because you can see it better. I feel like one side squares off a lot better than the other side, and it drives me nuts. Okay, so we got that. The rest of it, I just use with the regular razor. And then I'll take the straight razor again. This part's gonna be kind of tricky. I'll do it. Just do it. Just kind of clean that up right there, make it straight. Should have just done this the whole time. That's just kind of how I do it. Obviously, like, everybody's facial hair is going to grow in differently and at a different rate. Like, I got a lot of hair here, but I had none in the middle. And there's going to be awkward stages where you just got to write it out. Like, if you want it, keep it. Shave what isn't growing in as much as possible so that it will grow in. Like, I didn't have any hair right here. And then I just kept shaving and shaving, and now I have enough to make something. I like this post mist. It smells good. And it's supposed to help with, like, ingrown hairs and stuff. I got the whole set because they smell good. I got lotion and some post balm too that I'll put on. I'll probably do that after I shower. But yeah, I think that you should, like, exfoliate before you shave and then trim it to how you like it. But the more you shave, the more it's gonna grow in. So And if something's not working for you, don't continue to use it. Like, I tried so hard for so long to use those oils and the pills and everything, but I could tell that it just, like, was making my skin so oily that I was just getting a bunch of pimples, and, like, it made me more dysphoric instead of helping what I was trying to do. And sometimes they work for people. I don't really know if this thing is actually working or not. Still got a bald spot, but you know, it's okay to try things, and if you don't like it, don't use it. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, peace.